I know that being drugged and beaten by a hot blonde girl in the woods is some men's fantasies, but not in the movie Final Girl. So this is Final Girl. It's on Peacock. And this is Steve Sanders Massacres the movie. And for some reason, this is called a horror movie when it's really not a horror movie at all. This movie starts with Veronica as a child getting recruited for a secret government agency that we never know the name of because of her memory skills and her ability to do a maze with a pencil, which means I could have been in this secret government agency as a child because I had excellent memory skills and I was good at mazes. I am not good at either one anymore. Then we see her being trained as an adult, being taught sometimes she won't feel her feet and she'll get rocks thrown at her. Something that must happen to these agents a lot, or else they wouldn't be teaching her this. It also shows her clearly in love with her trainer, but her trainer not reciprocating the feelings, which I'm sure we've all felt at our jobs at one point in time. I don't think I've ever felt that at one point in time, but I'm sure many of you have, and that is why it's in this movie. So I don't think any of us felt like we've ever wanted to go to our jobs at one point in time, but anyways. He is teaching her she must be harder, faster, stronger, with better willpower than her opponents, who are these four boys who are killing women. They take them out to the woods and hunt them and kill them. And then her trainer shoots her up with truth serum and DMD, which is a powerful hallucinogenic drug that will make her see her worst fear, which she does, which is her failing the program and getting killed by him, which teaches her apparently nothing, which teaches her the wrong lesson to her, but he teaches her the right lesson. And then they go out and meet a man in a bar, which she strangles, luckily not to death, or else that would be murder, and then they'd have to dispose of a body. And disposal of the bodies are pretty good at government agencies. That just made no sense, but just take it as it is. So then she hides in the cafe where the boys hang out and gets picked up by their leader, Jameson, so she can take her out to the forest that night, which they go, and then they play truth or dare. But if you get two of the same dares from the bag, you have to do it. And she does, and it is get tied, which they do with the one boy's belt. They tie her hands, they bound her hands. And then her next dare is die. She pretends to scream for help, but then she runs out in the woods, gets untied, puts her hair back, and starts hunting the boys, who she has secretly drugged their alcohol she brought them with the truth serum and the DMD. So they are now tripping balls on their worst fear, which is good because we all want to trip balls on our worst fear once in a while. And she slowly hunts them, killing the gay guy with his axe and stealing his boots. I think we all want to steal a gay guy's boots once in a while because they're sequined and much better looking than our shoes. And then killing the guy who's apparently afraid of being ousted by the group with a big rock. I hit him with a rock. Does anyone remember that Batman the Animated Series episode? Just me? Okay. Go watch Batman the Animated Series. It's the episode where the villains are all playing poker. And Killer Croc is like, I almost hit him with a rock, referring to Batman. Then Shane, the guy with the girlfriend, uh, beats her up a little bit, but then she strangles him because his worst fear is Jameson sleeping with his girlfriend, which Jameson then reveals he has slept with her girlfriend lots of times. He sleeps with lots of girls. And then he murders them like a true praying mantis. And then I think it's the girls murdering the boys, but it doesn't matter. So then her and Jameson fight, who she takes pretty freaking easily, and then drugs him, and then he sees his worst fear, all the women he murdered coming out from the woods to get him. And he hangs himself because she tied a noose around his neck and hung him there. And then her and the guy, her trainer, end up at the cafe together eating pancakes, and you're left with the inquiry that they're probably going to hook up now. This is a good, solid movie. The only problem is the hunt part's only like the last half hour. But the training's cool to watch too. So it's a good movie. Starring Abigail Breslin. And some guys' fantasies. So those guys will want to watch it. So now here's a word from my sponsor. Cell phone won't work? Have to buy a new tablet after every time it dies? Don't know how to get your laptop to power on? Buy a charger. Just take the charger, take the cord, plug it in. Okay, I'm clearly not plugging it in right. And plug it into a wall, and then plug this end into your electronics, and it'll charge. And then it'll charge up, and then you can use it again. No more buying a new product every time it dies. And you can keep using it until it just stops working, or you break it. Buy a charger today.